There's her thing. I'm starting a bit early than I had planned, just because I was trying to get people out of my way. So that's why I set it up for that time. So I'm here. So I stopped by my apartment and grabbed a few of my decks that I didn't have with me. So we'll be using the Lover's Oracle, I believe, by Tony Carmine Salerno. So I'm gonna be using those. The Romance Angels and whatever other deck I need to. I mean, I might feel to pull out for each person. So, um, well, that depends if I get anybody. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Hello, Mandy. No problem. Should have brought some water. Guess I'll be all right. Water. Yep. I don't know what's with all these weird phone numbers calling me. Hmm. Well, I need my headphones for that. So I hope everybody is having a good Valentine's Day. Not gonna lie, mine kind of started off a little rocky, but I'm good for the most part. Yup. Trying to hear this voicemail. Hello, D. My hair is well, not a little, it's a lot messed up, but oh well. How are you? I was contemplating on whether or not to turn the light on before I got on here, but that's good to hear. I am doing pretty okay myself. Pretty good. Hello, Mandy. Give me 1 second. All right. So I was just, yeah. I didn't necessarily forget. I'll know when you guys pop up, but all right, Mandy. So we're gonna look into this for you. I do see your donation, and I do appreciate it. Thank you for your payment. Um, but yeah, I don't know how many mods I have, but I have mm, I have a handful. They're just not always available, but I understand. Let me see. Oops, no, not speakerphone. Lord. Okay. Sorry about that. I was just seeing what that voicemail was, and it was literally nothing. All right. So, Mandy. Yep, no problem. I know people get busy. I normally really don't necessarily need moderators, but they do come in handy. So, I mean, I don't ever really have a flood of people in here like that anyway. So, I mean, but okay, Mandy. So, I am shuffling for you. I do have a process. Oh, so all right. Hmm. So the first thing, Mandy, is I do feel like there has been opportunities for you to meet people. You may have not have taken the opportunities, or um, maybe you didn't notice the opportunities that were in front of you. You might have been a little bit oblivious to them, maybe. You have expressed your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So I feel like it's all about you stepping forward and initiating with people, um, and just telling people what you want, telling people how you feel. But I mostly feel like this is about you needing to not necessarily wait for somebody to come to you, but taking it up a notch and allowing yourself to go towards somebody. So I don't feel like you just have to wait. Um, but let's see what else we have. That increases your chances, definitely. So romantic gesture doesn't always mean like physical gifts or anything like that. It just means literally talking to people, saying hi, putting yourself out there, which is the obvious answer for somebody looking for love. But um, I do definitely feel like it's your case also, with this express your love. So don't hold back. This could be about you maybe possibly being a little shy. So maybe that kind of holds you back from meeting the people you want to meet. uh Mandy, you are here, by the way, right? I didn't ask, but okay. All right, let's see. So we have peacefulness. Yeah, so I feel like you're very reserved, very quiet. You recognize that balance, kindness, and love brings calmness to your soul. So, I mean, that's true, but I'm reading peacefulness. So I feel like it's all about you. Again, just being reserved, not really um, taking action. I feel like that's the issue with you. And I feel like there have been, again, opportunities where you could have met somebody, um, but you kind of stayed back and just observed. Hi, Lelaine. Thank you. Okay. Freedom. You are releasing any self imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. Freedom. So, freedom doesn't mean always to, no problem, Lelaine. It doesn't always mean to get away from something or to remove yourself from from somebody's energy. This also means, I feel, for you to be free, to be open, and to be yourself. Again, getting yourself out of that shell. Dancing while nobody's watching, or like nobody's watching, is what comes to mind when this comes up. So, um, yeah, That's I mean, that's what I feel has to happen for you. It doesn't mean if that somebody won't come to you if you don't initiate, but I do feel like you're definitely going to increase your chances by initiating. But um let me get my a tarot deck and let's see. I mean, let's see if somebody's coming into your energy. Um I don't know why, but I get the number 12. Um all of a sudden. This could be 12 weeks. I don't know what it's pointing to. It may be saying you're meeting somebody, or it could be um like a birth date or something for either you or or that person. So it could be 12 weeks, 12 days, possibly 12 or December being 12 being the 12th month of the year, or what? December being the 12th month of the year. Um It's kind of hard to shuffle over here, so bear with me. Alrighty, Elaine. So if you have a love related question, do post it. I'm doing love related just because it's Valentine's Day, so that's why I chose to do that. But I mean, if you do have other questions, you can ask. If you don't want to ask love related. Um, Mandy, did I talk to you recently? Trying to make sure because I know I've recently um talked to a Mandy via email. I don't remember if it was you or not. I think it was a Mandy. All right. So you have Two of Cups, so yeah, there's going to be some type of partnership coming to you. This person could be of water sign energy, or you could be meeting them around water sign season. Um, it could be one of the two, could possibly be both. Two of Cups is partnership, it is union, it is harmonizing, coming together, soulmate connection. So, um, now taking the advice that I've given you, okay, I was just making sure because not that it even mattered, but I was just curious to know if that was you or not. Um, but yeah, guys, I do still do readings. It's just that website, the founder, which is OA Boss, she decided not to. She said it would be best for her to answer the questions and stuff from now on. So I have to respect that decision. So that's why I don't do readings there anymore. But it wasn't my decision at all. But I had no choice but to, follow it. But I don't know. But anyway, so yeah. I mean, it wasn't just me, it was all the other readers too. She sent us an announcement like in the middle of, it was like September, around there. September 28th was our last day. So but yeah, it was for, I guess, a good reason. But anyway, I'm here. I'm still doing reading. So just to let you guys know, it just won't be there. But anyway, so Two of Cups, yeah, somebody is coming. Again, water sign energy, and or maybe meeting them around water sign season. But yeah, don't forget to take this advice. Be free. Peace is all well and good, but you're being too quiet and it's keeping you from getting exactly what you want. You are needing to express how you feel and what you want out of life and with other people. So, yeah, yep, definitely somebody is on their way. Now, due to timing or free will change in timing, keep in mind that if this does happen to be the time frame, it may be soon after. But um, yeah, this could be a person that you might actually feel comfortable to be free around. Um, but yeah, I sense good things with that. Oh, let me pull you one more from this deck here. I've always had this deck, but I don't use it much. I have used it in pick a card readings, but it's been a while. I was able to stop by my apartment today and grab it because I left some decks there. Um, in which I will be back at my apartment pretty soon. So don't get too used to this setup because we'll be back. This deck bothers me because I can't shuffle it like I want to. You're welcome, Mandy. Let me. So I'm trying to shuffle. You know what? Okay, this isn't. So M-A-N. M-A-N-D-Y. So yeah, Mandy, this is your message. So it looks like this on the back. So all of these have different pictures on the back, but they look the same on the other side. They just have different messages. And yours says, look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. So examine what is causing you to feel like you always have to kind of sit back. Observing is good, but sometimes you need to get out, participate, express yourself, and just again be free. So examine why you are quiet, why you are um, why you are shy, and examine how you can try to come out of it slowly but surely. Everybody works at their own pace, but I do feel like you will come out of it. So yeah, look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way. What is causing you to feel stuck? That is the question the spirit wants you to ask yourself. So that is for Mandy. I don't know why it just got hot in here all of a sudden. Oh my God. It literally just got hot in here. So I hope that helps and I hope it makes sense. I thank you for donating. Now, and for stopping by. Yeah. Me too. Me too. I may not act like it because I'm on here talking to you guys, but I'm very, very, very shy. No problem. So, guys, you can make more than one donation and get more than one reading if you would like. So, do keep that in mind. It is hot all of a sudden. And I do not want to get up to turn any air on. So I'm just going to have to deal with it. But yeah, you're very welcome. And again, thank you for coming and donating. So Lelaine. All right, Lelaine. Give me 1 second. Alrighty, so I do see your donation. Thank you for donating. Give me 1 second. So I'm not going to do this every time where I have to stop real quick, but what I'm doing right now is something very that I need to do before PayPal starts acting crazy. So just give me a second. I do see your donation. Just going ahead and taking it out of my PayPal and putting it on my other card because I need to do something. All right. And PayPal loves taking for other bills when I don't ask them to. So I just need to move this real quick. It's not going to take me long. Okay, there it is. Okay, so your question was, please don't tell me that I'm not going to be able to remove this off of my... Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, so I do see your question. Okay. Okay, so you asked, I'm kind of tired of this off and on relationship. Any guidance for me on how to handle this relationship? Okay. Okay. All right, Lelaine. So are you still here? Pretty sure you are, but just want to make sure. I feel like first things first, somebody needs to work on respecting boundaries. My advice about an off and on relationship, I have been there, so I'm not judging you. But my advice on that is people, and I've learned this myself, I had to learn the hard way. People only do at some point what we allow them to do. So if we are allowing them to come in and out and come as they please, you're going to keep doing it until they see that you have a problem with it. If they're going to leave the first time, or whoever's leaving and who's ever coming back, whatever the case is, you're allowing that to happen. So anybody watching and thinking of getting married, she's very... Thank you, Mandy. I really do appreciate it. I try. Now, I'm not perfect, but I try. But yeah. Integrity. Okay, so you have so far integrity, which says you demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. And then you have acceptance. You are ready to release control of situations or people and lovingly embrace the rhythm of life. So I feel like he has shown you who he is. So definitely do accept if you want him in your life. You say you're tired of it, but it looks like you want to try to work it out at the same time. In order for you to try to work it out, number one is that you cannot try to force him to change, because the way he is showing you that he is, this is how he has always been, and this is how he probably will remain. So you're going to have patience if you do not like the version of himself that he has shown you. You like something about him, obviously, because you're wanting to work it out, but it looks like you might not be fully accepting certain things that he comes with. So, if you really, one reason or one way to work through it definitely is to it's not self-acceptance. I mean, yeah, I guess, but it's more so about accepting each other. And then integrity. It's kind of like pride. So yeah, even if you were to work a full-time job trying to change them, they won't, because they're very prideful in how they are. Um, they're very stubborn. Um, let's see. One way to stop somebody from coming in and out, I mean, you got to put your foot down, stop being available every time they want to put their foot back in, because you're giving them the green light to keep doing that if you're accepting it every time. So that's not even psychic reading, that's just facts. So yeah, but let's see. Yeah, he will decide to come back, but it's all on what you allow. He can decide all he wants to, but it's your decision on whether or not you want to take him back. So you have honeymoon. Enjoy this bliss of holiday time together. Hmm. True love, this is the romance of a lifetime. I'm feeling like this more so means that with the acceptance here is that it's not necessarily what he is showing you you are feeling is um true love, but to him what he is showing you in his mind, that is true love. Whatever way he's treating you, good or bad, he thinks that's how love operates. He can't help it. Not an excuse, but he can't help it. Yep, I know. Trust me, I know. Trust me. It is hard, but sometimes you gotta do it. Okay, I think all of these are upside down. Yep. Let's turn it the other way. All right. But yeah, first key in how to work this relationship out is to, again, purely accept each other for who you guys are, because I don't feel like you're changing. It doesn't mean you necessarily need to change, but I don't feel like you're changing. I definitely don't feel like he is. So you're definitely gonna have to get used to what he is showing you because that's all he's willing to show. Let me, yeah. All right. You have 45 time to go. So, yeah. Just know that if it's meant to be, it'll be. But right now, it is time for you to kind of, you don't have to let go of him, but it's time to kind of spread your wings a little bit. Um, and maybe walk away. Maybe he'll learn his lesson once you um, make a decision to kind of focus on yourself and focus on what you deserve because you do deserve true love. With this honeymoon card, I mean, I feel like maybe give me a second because I need to clarify that. So you have the tribe, number 8. The tribe is really about like ancestors, family, things like that. We're gonna get a card from the Lovers Oracle deck here. So the just dropped the card. Okay, I'm trying to get this card I dropped. Oh. Okay, so everything wants to drop. So I'm just looking at this real quick just because I'm trying to figure something out. Community. Yeah, so getting to know like-minded people, people that are a part of your tribe, like friends, family members, or just meeting new people that you that are able to be more consistent in your life is what I'm feeling to say. Because right now, like you said, it's off and on, and I feel like it's going to continue to be that way. Because you also have, again, you have time to go. But then it's like you do get back into the honeymoon phase with them. But then it's like it's time to leave again. So, yeah, I feel like it's going to continue to be that way. And that's why the acceptance card comes up is telling you that if you really want him in your life, that may be what you have to put up with. You don't have to put up with it. You can always leave him alone, but this is what he's willing to offer. I can't shuffle this no better. So they're heart-shaped cards and they're really small and hard to shuffle. Wait a second. I'm not even spelling the right name. Lalainie. I don't know who that is about to interrupt me. Okay, so your card, this is the last card. It looks like yours looks like this on the back. Um, your message says acceptance is the key to inner peace. So here we go with the acceptance word again. Is your key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they wow. So what did I say earlier? Literally the same exact thing as I said here. Um, I said, okay, acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. So do you recall I said almost that exact same thing? Now, obviously not word for word, but it's a part in here where I did kind of say it word for word. So yeah, definitely there really isn't anything you can change in this situation aside from you taking a step back, walking away, and knowing what you deserve. Because again, all he is showing you is everything he is going to ever be able to be willing to offer you. Now he can change, but it's on his own terms, and it definitely ain't gonna happen anytime soon. So keep that in mind. But you know, I hear children. Yep, I hear children. I don't know who, but I hear some footsteps. But I hope that makes sense. But yeah. Hello, Tatiana. I think I hear my nephew, but he's not. Jack Jack. Is that you I hear in there? Yeah, that's somebody kid. I don't know who that is. It's one of my nephews. Okay. You're welcome. Who is that? Trying to figure out what kid that is. I'm hoping I don't have to get off because when folks start bothering me, I will have to probably get off. But I'm gonna keep it going until I'm, and you know. But yeah, yep. Acceptance. Yeah. What in the Jesus? Who is that? I think that is it's one of my nephews in there. I don't know who, but it's one of them because I hear toys and I hear baby music. Yep, and I wish they would turn that down. I'm gonna have to delete this video because oh, can I get copyrighted if I'm not even monetized? All right, I do apologize for the music, but it looks like that's the only way I can get. That's the only way they'll be out the way. I don't know who turned it on for them, but um, yeah. So if anybody else would like to donate for a reading, let me know. It is for donation based, which means you can pay what you want to pay or pay what you can afford, and you will get a one question love reading. If you would like more than one question, you can make more than one donation. They don't have to necessarily be love related, but since it's Valentine's Day, that's the theme I chose. But again, you really can ask what you want to ask as long as you don't ask about pregnancy, health, death, that type of thing. So, yeah. And what you hear in there is a it's for kids, babies. It's called Coca Melon. I found it like I don't know how long ago, and they've been watching it ever since then. It keeps them out of the way, keeps them occupied. So I would like to know which one of them is that. I think that has to be Jack Jack. I called his name, but that TV, he's into that music. So if you guys have really, really young, Coca Melon is something they may be interested in. It's like it attracts children. Like it's learning curriculum. So it's definitely educational. So if you guys have young kids, like maybe up to about 5 or 6 years old, I'm sure they'll watch it. It keeps them out of my way. And they're not my kids, but when they're in my care, that's what I have them watching, so they can get somewhere and sit down. But yeah, about 2 to 5, I would think, maybe 6 at the most will probably watch it. But yeah, I hope your reading made sense. And Mandy, thank you for stopping by also. And Tatiana, if you're still here, hello. I'm hoping you can hear me over that, because obviously I don't have that stuff turned on for you guys to hear. So um yeah, I might have to get off, but we'll see. Hmm. So I guess what I can do right now, until maybe somebody pops in to donate for a reading, I will do a collective here for everybody, just a couple cards from here, and then the Romance Angels. So this is for everybody. May not resonate with everybody, but keep in mind that it is collective. What in the world? Okay. Yep, that is Jack Jack. Okay, so this is for everybody. I'm going to get a Romance Angels card as well. So this is what the first one looks like on the back. And it says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow. You will be surprised where it leads. Okay, and then this is the card, another card here, soulmate. And it says, your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So if you guys are looking for a soulmate to be with, now keep in mind, we have multiple soulmates. They're not always romantic. They're not always this connection of, oh my God, I'm going to be with this person for the rest of my life. But there's always a soulmate for us, yes. But, we have many that are just in our lives to teach us a lesson and stuff. So keep that in mind. But the soulmate that you are looking for, that's specific to your energy, and somebody that you are looking to be with for a very, very, very long time and committed to, in order for this person to come into your life, you have to manifest it. And you manifest it by visualizing it as if this person is right next to you right now. Because if you do that, you're creating a door. You are opening up a portal for this person to meet you and step into your real life. So yeah, definitely visualize it as if it's right next to you. So we're going to pull one more from the Romance Angels. So let's see what collective message is, or do my viewers need to listen to regarding love. Could be self-love as well, but again, take that advice if the advice I've already given you. Oh yeah, also going with the flow, like it said, and not like rushing yourselves to find somebody, not looking too hard, not keeping focus on it, just kind of dip your toes in the water, get to know different people, and just see where you go. Don't force yourself to pick one person and just feel like, oh my God, so that's one person and I have to have them. Give yourself a chance to kind of lurk around. That doesn't mean to play the field. It just means to just talk to people. And that's weird because the calling your soulmate just popped out along with whatever else this is it. Uh Having fun. Kind of wish they would turn that down. All right, so I'm doing a romance angel message here. I may do two. This is for us all. I do not know what timestamp I started this at, but this is for everybody. So yeah. I wonder if I put my headphones on, if maybe that might kind of mute that. I'm hoping that doesn't mess with my connection because they're watching that on YouTube, so that might on the TV, so that might mess with my. I'm hoping not. It hasn't yet, but I guess as long as I don't have nothing uploading in the background, it should be fine. But let's see. So those of you just now coming in, I'm doing a collective reading for us all. If anybody likes a specific reading to their energy, I am taking donations. So, but yeah, let's finish this collective. Up, it flipped over when I shuffled it, and now it's back out. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So, what did I say before this came out? What did I say? More confirmation. Yep, that's Jack. But yeah, that is some good energy. When I shuffled, it popped out. I put it back in, came back out, and also we talked about this before it came out. So, uh, yeah, definite message for everybody to pay attention to, or for those of you really looking for somebody in your life or looking for a soulmate connection. But do keep in mind again that a soulmate is not what everybody thinks it is. However, there is a soulmate that I guess we all are meant to be with, but we come across so many others before we get to that one. Um, because you're not visualizing the one that is meant for you. You're visualizing just finding somebody, a soulmate, because of the name, because of the concept. So spirit is wanting you to, oh my God, I wish they would close that curtain. But anyway, spirit is wanting you to visualize it in, not just because of the label or like the twin flame type of thing, which I still to this day do not understand why people are looking for a twin flame. Twin flames, no, 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 no. No. Soulmates are not always good connections either, but to me, soulmate and twin flames are labels. It keeps people stuck because they're so focused on the word. So don't pay attention, even though soulmate is coming up. Don't feel like that these words necessarily matter, like the soulmate and the twin flame and all that different type of stuff, because it doesn't. So, but yeah, I do believe they exist, but I feel like people get too caught up in it. So keep that in mind. Up. So reconciliation comes up. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So, um, it looks like a lot of you that may end up watching this collective reading, you are focused on somebody that you are not with right now. It could be not necessarily that you've broken up with somebody. It could be distance. It could be maybe they've stopped talking to you for a short period of time, whatever the case is. For some of you, especially for the one person in this room, I don't know who it is, but since you're in here, it could be a message for you. Um, you don't have to say anything, but yeah, this could definitely be for you. If not, you know, it's a collective reading, so keep that in mind. Um, but yeah, for many of you, it looks like somebody from your past is a soulmate. However, it's just kind of maybe meant to stay where it is. And for some of you, it's meant for you to have this person back in your life. It could be for a season, in a lesson. It doesn't have to be forever, but somebody in most of your passes are returning. It could even be just returning in the spiritual sense as well, and not necessarily like returning to be in a relationship. Reconciliation means repairing. To me, somebody tried to argue with me one day about what it meant. To me, reconciliation does not mean, it can mean this, but it doesn't necessarily mean reconciliation. Okay, so this person is going to get back with me. No. Sometimes yes, but another way that I look at reconciliation is that reconciliation is a chance for people to come together and a chance for people to try to work on repairing things, but it doesn't always end up that you'll be back together and everything will be fully resolved. It just talks about two people coming together to work towards those things. So but yeah, so it looks like that's what a lot of you are working on right now. Yeah, so that is the collective for everybody. I hope others come and watch it. I do not know what timestamp I started it at, but yeah. So it's all about soulmates and going with the flow. So that is for everybody. All right. I kind of wish they would turn that down. Oh, I'm still on. Okay. Gmail. Oh, looks like I got a message from Be Love and Crystals. Well, I don't know about that, child, because I got a lot in that storage space and allow me to do all that. Okay. I'm sure people. That's the thing. I have too many of them. I don't know. I'm just reading the message, y'all. Actually, from Be Love and Crystal. She is a reader here on YouTube as well. We do have a collab coming up. But yeah, so I just did a collective reading for those of you who are in. I'm gonna try to figure out once the live stream is over. I'll try to go back if it'll let me. I have to wait for it to upload because it's not gonna let me when it's because it's a live stream. But what I'll do is I'll try to go back and see when I started it. If people are interested in watching it, and I'll put the timestamp in the description box of the collective reading. But so now I'm back on to donations. If anybody would like to donate for a reading, donate is you paying whatever you want to pay or what you can afford, and you get a one question reading. Since it is Valentine's Day, I chose the theme of love readings, but you can ask if you don't want a love reading, you can ask about something else if you want, but make sure it's not pregnancy, health, death, any of that type of stuff, and we're good to go. I gotta see what. I wish I knew when I started this reading. Oh. I'm actually not sleepy, so I don't know why I even just did that. I mean, I guess I might be a little tired, but I'm not sleepy. I might better go check on him. So I'm just looking at these. I had my sister, she found them at Walmart and she's been buying them ever since then. And I had her get me a thing and I would pay her whenever I saw her to get them. And I've tasted them and they are amazing. I don't know if they should be in any Walmart that has a bakery. So if you ever see some, I would definitely get them. They are soft and they're fresh. They are so good, and they're big too. Like I feel like you can share one with like just one person, break it in half. It is decadent chocolate chunk cookies made with giant semi-sweet chocolate chunks. They are delicious. I was trying to read the back of it to make sure to see if there what ingredients was in it, but they're good. And I'm gonna put them away before I get to the point where I might end up eating that whole thing. So um, all right. So if anybody wants a reading, let me know. I'm still here. I might get up and turn that down. It was not on when I started, but my nephew, I guess they just maybe dropped him off a second ago. And somebody turned that on. I don't know who, but yeah. Sad thing is, I have all these songs stuck in my head. It's real sad. And I do literally like sing them out of the blue because it's on so much. So, but it's very good to help kids learn, especially kids if they have like ADHD or something. I would definitely recommend that. this? My sister. And I don't know who else that is. So I hope everybody has had a good Valentine's Day or a good day in general. I'm gonna need to get up and turn that down because oh, I don't even have the name on here. That's why. Oh, got an order from the app. I've already told her I could not give her that. Whoa. Okay. Uh, okay, what time did they send this? Okay, that was a couple hours ago. Well, I got work to do. Oh yeah, I also do have a I'm having a sale on my delivery fee that's on my website. So if anybody wants the 24-hour or less delivery fee, that is on sale. So that just means that fee just means you get your reading 24 hours or less after you've purchased. Mm. I might hand off really quickly. Don't know yet, but if I do, I will be back sometime tonight. Probably doing the same thing. I don't know. I'm gonna try to. I wanted to last night, but I got back late last night, so that is why I didn't do that. But yeah, I made that announcement that I made, the email announcement that were sent to uh, my clients and stuff. I made that simply because I think a lot of people got the impression that I was not doing readings anymore just because of me not being on that website anymore. But I am still doing readings, just not there. Oops. Why are all these out anyway? But yeah, it was all the readers, not just me, by the way. I think that might be why my clientele kind of slowed down from that, from my listing not being on that website anymore. I think everybody assumed that I was no longer doing readings at all. So I went on ahead and cleared that up. I'm hoping it was able to get to everybody. Heidi, more than likely should be. I tried to do it at least once a week or a couple times a week. Depends. I don't really know how many times, but I do try to at least get on at some point throughout the week. So, more than likely, yes, I will be at some point going live next week. I don't plan my lives. I just do them. No problem. I never plan them really. I just go with the flow. And yeah. Now, yeah, I do like the live stream events where you guys know ahead of time sometimes, but literally when I do those, it's just because I, decided to go live or something. It's never that I have it planned ahead of time. I just get the feeling to go live and I go live. So sometimes, now, very rarely I'll plan it, but sometimes, most of the time, I don't. I just hop on when I feel up to it. Hopefully, next time I go live, I don't have this music or anything else in the background. It's not necessarily bothering me, but it is kind of keeping me from concentrating a little bit. What the helicopter is that? I hope that's a toy he got. Yup. What? I'm reading something, y'all, on another thing. It just that depends. It's all about your intuition and how you feel, what you feel it means. Um, it's just all on how you view it and what you pick up on at that time. Because to me, not one card means any one thing all the time. I'm a person that really strictly reads on intuition and psychic ability. So I don't just look and say, hey, this means this. So that's what it is. Um, but generally speaking, as a standard a meaning for the Empress, to me, the Empress is, because I thought the Queen of Wands was a relationship material card. Um, the Empress, I feel like the Empress to me sometimes is like going with the flow, because the Empress is mostly about creativity and bringing new things to light, like giving birth, not necessarily in the physical sense, literally, but just bringing something, birthing something new, a new project, something new. But again, it's all in how you view it. But for a relationship standpoint, as the standard meaning, um, I feel like that is just about them being willing to have something with you. Um, Queen of Wands is also, Queen of Wands is kind of the same as the Empress. It's like Queen of Wands is like creativity too. Queen of Wands is nurturing. The Empress is nurturing. Um, hmm. Hmm. But give me a second on that, because I'm telling you what I feel. And yes, standard meanings, but at the same instance, where's the? I don't see my book. I guess it's not over here, but where is? Because when I get readings about the guy is feeling his use the Empress and then the Two of Cups or something. Like I mentioned, more so is based on your intuition and how you are picking up on it. I wouldn't necessarily just say, oh, you have to go with the standard meanings of the tarot system. Um, uh, for love meanings, I recommend to looking up the card name, like for example, I'm gonna type it down here for you. Empress feelings Priania. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's something that if I feel lost on a meaning, but I always go with my intuition anyway. But just in case I go there, um, that's one specifically for love and romance. The particular website I'm pointing you to now. So you'll search that in the Google search engine or whatever engine you're using, and then click on like it should be like the first thing you see, and then it goes these are all love meanings on here. It gives you the reverse meaning, and it also gives you a description and general interpretations. And so here it says, the Empress of this card for a question about. Wait, nope, wrong thing. Oh, also Lisa Boswell. Like, look up a card and go to the Empress Lisa Boswell on Google. She has a lot of different meanings and thorough interpretations also. So I would look that up as well if you have not used that. Eclectic, I think I'm saying it right. They have people that go on there and share their stories and share cards that they've gotten, and they help each other with certain cards if they've gotten stuck or they need other opinions. Um, it's a lot of different places, but specifically for love and relationships, the Priania is what I recommend. It says for a relationship, the Empress card can have multiple meanings. First of all, its appearance can notify that the female, this is only general, it doesn't apply. This whole thing does not always apply. Female partner is intended to be pregnant or she is already carrying the baby, but if this is not the case, then things in the relationship are flowing smoothly. So it's like, generally speaking, doesn't necessarily mean like literally pregnant. Um, it means sometimes somebody has the intention to create something with you. Now, that could be a baby or it could be anything. Um, what else? Uh, yeah. But yeah, you also have to look at it and go with your intuition and say, okay, not just look at it from what it's telling you, try to make it make sense. Like, people always just look at things and look at it one way in place of like diving into all the possibilities and possible meanings. There's always more than one way to look. So keep that in mind too. Um Now again, this is really based on like um general. The moon is about, it could be about illusions, and well, for it to mean anything to me intuitively, I would have to do a specific reading on somebody, because the meaning I'm giving you now is just pretty much standard, but some of the meanings that I go with. So it's not necessarily saying it's specifically for your situation. Um, the moon can be about illusions, um, separating fantasy from reality. It could also be about somebody that's highly intuitive and needing to listen to their intuition about a relationship or whatever the case is. That's just general, not the intuitive meaning, because intuitive will require me looking into a specific like reading. Intuitive is where I'm psychically reading. So, and that just means that it means something different each time it comes up. It doesn't always mean the same thing. I mean, it depends on how that reader saw it, and it depends on how you saw it. Um, because if I were to do a reading on that and those cards came out, it may not mean the same thing to me as it meant to that reader. Because we're not all revealed the same information all the time. So when people get a reading from me and they tell me something about another advisor telling them, I go into speech mode because um I have to focus in on what I see for you. I can't go off of what somebody else said. Now it's possible that, maybe me and the reader can pick up, the other reader can pick up on the same thing, but I'm completely looking over when people say that, because people tend to assume that if more than one reader says the same thing, then that means that is the right answer, and that's not always the case. People go with majority rules and when it comes to readings and stuff, and to me that's not how you should do that. Um because I've had readings from people where multiple readers told me the same thing, and the one reader that told me something different actually was right, as opposed to the ones that all said the same thing. So you have to look at it that way too. But in any case, regardless of any reading you get, you have the power to change the course of action. This is why a lot of readings are not accurate, so to speak, because people do stuff to change the outcome. So people, nothing is set in stone for that reason. Energy shifts literally constantly. Now, yes, some things can come true. I've had a lot of readings from clients and just people in general that have panned out as I said it would. But sometimes it took time. And like I said before, I've had clients that have told me that they would bounce around from reader to reader, um, in hopes of hearing what they wanted to hear. Because with me, they got exactly what I felt and what I saw. And even though I had been right previously, they still did it, and they were came back and were like, "You were right. I have to admit, I went to such and such and other readers and did all this, and I've learned my lesson." So, but I mean, I don't expect people to just only get readings from me. Like, I don't expect that. You don't have to do that. However, just know that I'm gonna be as honest as I can with you about what I see. And I could be wrong in what I see. However, it's what I see. So that's what I have to tell you. But yeah. But yeah, regardless of any reading, if it's bad, you can change it. If you want to see certain stuff happen, progress happen a little faster, you got to get a move on it. Because a lot of people will get readings and just sit there and wait for stuff to fall in their lap. And a lot of times that is not how predictions work. Sometimes you have to get up and do something to see a prediction come to life. Because it's like a lot of people asking if they're going to be in relationships and all this different type of stuff. And you'll tell them that, and they're just sitting down. You'll tell them, yeah, I do see you meeting somebody. But it's then after you're telling them that, oh my God, after you're telling them that they just sit, they're at home watching Netflix, eating popcorn and thinking it's just going to fall out the sky and enter their house and enter their lap. And I mean, free will, people, free will. You want to meet somebody, you have to get up and get out and go do it sometimes. Now, sometimes maybe in the form of online communication, somebody might just pop up. But when you're wanting to meet somebody in person and you're sitting in your house, how do you expect for that prediction to come true? Um, I don't know. But a lot of people do that. One thing that I do not like more than anything, and I'm sorry, but I cannot stand when people ask me questions they already know the answers to. I hate it because I feel tested. And unfortunately, doing that, I mean, it doesn't work like that. I get people wanting to know that they can trust their readers and stuff like that, but usually I can sense when somebody's doing that, asking me something they already know. Now, if it's on accident, okay, but you're doing it on purpose, you're definitely trying to um, test me or poke me with something, and I don't like that. Um, well, I mean, too many questions isn't necessarily the problem. Well, that depends. That depends. I might need to take that back. Like people would ask, um, like say I have a certain reading listed, like if like the 4 questions reading I have on my website, I have people that'll order that and they'll literally ask me 4,000 questions, and I'm just like, do you not see that it says only 4? I be trying to be nice, but people, uh, I'm not doing it intentionally. No problem. I wasn't talking about you. I'm generally speaking about people in general. But yeah, for intuitive meanings, that would require me like doing a reading like right this second, looking into it. But yeah. What time is it? Because I might have to get off here shortly. You would be surprised the questions I get. I think people get. I think people get overwhelmed, and I understand. But it's very important before you place an order that you have a limit of questions to ask. Try to get a reading when you know you're not so overwhelmed with a bunch of questions in your head, because I've had people ask me 8,000 questions, not literally 8,000, but you know what I mean, 8,000 questions in one sentence, and it's just like, I can't do all that. Like, gotta limit yourself, gotta pace yourself. And then on top of that, you have to know that it's okay not to have the answers to everything. And I know people might get annoyed with this with psychic readings, but there isn't an answer to everything either. Some stuff you can't get any information on. Not because I'm blocked, not because they're blocked, but simply because spirit don't want you focusing on that. So if spirit don't want you focusing on it, they're not going to give you an answer to that question, especially if you've already asked it 100 million times. So I've noticed something weird lately. It ain't been necessarily on YouTube, but it's been like on different other places I do readings on. And they're doing like, I'm doing a reading for them and they're taking stuff out of context. Like they're asking me if somebody's coming back into your life. I'm telling them no, I don't feel it for whatever reason. and they completely look over that. Like what I said to them indicated that the person or whatever the situation is, the person is coming back. They've been doing that a lot lately. I'm like, that is not what I said. So you're saying that they're coming back? I said, no, I didn't say that. But who's this? Oh, nope. I'm not buying nothing from them right now. No, thank you. We're writing to let you know about changes we're making. That ain't nothing important. Yeah, because there's a lot of people that think you're supposed to be a reader, so that means you're supposed to know everything. No, that's just what society taught you about psychics. I don't know if I've ever noticed it in my live streams, but I've noticed it in other places where I'm clearly stating their answer and they're putting something else in my mouth. Like I'm like, that is not what I said, but it's been a lot lately. Yeah, that too. And then the weird thing is when I use cards, especially, the cards don't just give you future answers. They literally do pop out with common sense. Like if if somebody's asking about, which I tend not to really want to read for people in certain situations. I don't care how much money you offer me. It's just some stuff I'm not gonna do. But I've had somebody order a reading from me, wanting me to tell them that somebody that was physically abusing them, that they loved them. I think it was a free reading. I don't even think it was paid. It was free. And I said, I'm sorry, but I'm not finna tell you that. Like, and literally all the cards were common sense answers. Like, I didn't even have to say it. The cards were like, nope, you need to get out, you need to run. Like, literally. But yeah, I don't judge people. I don't try to judge people. But obviously, if you're in a situation like that, why do you want me to tell you something like that? A lot of people go to readers just to hear what they want to hear because people think that all readers do that. And no, they don't. I definitely do not. They think it was a free reading. That was a long time ago. I think that might have been at least a couple years ago, maybe. And I was like, why do you want me to tell you that this person is your soulmate and you're supposed to be with them? Like what she explained to me was like, no. Like, why do you want somebody to tell you that so you can, Lord? But yeah, Angel Answers deck, I do have that. It's great. But literally any deck I use for situations where I tend to try to, I don't know, because people. But yeah, literally, you're in a bad situation, deck or no deck, common sense comes out. Common sense, like even the romance angels, common sense answers. That's just how in tuned I am. Like literally, if somebody's coming to me in situations like that, pay attention to the red flags will come out, deception will come out, all this other different stuff. And these people, I don't know. And then they ask for help, they ask for advice, and they don't take it. So I mean, I can only do so much. I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink it. I mean, that's just I don't know. But people I don't know. I can name you some questions I have been asked. Uh Not all cards with threes means third party. Hmm. See, my thing with cards is that I mean, now sometimes where I'm with cards, and even if the card, the standard meaning, even if it's not about stuff like that, there will be certain stuff on the card that points out to me, like maybe like the number on the card or something. This is Eight of Pentacles, so maybe like the eight points out to me or something, or the color can point out to me, and I'll say something about it in the reading, or the number, like the number of cups, the number of pentacles, number of wands.